Boil Them Cabbage Down, single string style. In this one, we're going to be using what's called the bum ditty pattern, the rhythmic pattern, along with single string technique, and kind of laying that right over top of the basic melody, okay? So the basic melody, you know, when we are in measure 1, right, we're going just B string to that first fret, measure 2, right? If you don't know this simple melody, please go back and check out that melody tab. I think that's so important for people to learn the basic melody. That way you can see how we're getting what we're getting, because we're just building off of that basic melody. All right, now the bum ditty pattern that I talked about that we're going to be laying over top of this, right, goes like this. Right, we're playing thumb, thumb index, thumb, thumb index, thumb. Right, we can vocalize this rhythmic pattern to keep track of it in a couple ways. We can just say bum ditty, bum ditty, bum ditty, bum ditty, bum ditty. Really work on just being able to do that on one string like I'm doing on the B string before trying to go into this whole arrangement. And you got to really be strict and really make sure that we're doing thumb, thumb, pointer, thumb, thumb, pointer, right? We want to keep that picking pattern intact. We don't want to stray from what's written here because we're trying to help you build some foundations in regards to your single string style banjo technique, right? So we're doing thumb on downbeats, and then the up index is playing the upbeats. The other way we can do this is count it in the traditional way. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Both are viable, both work, and maybe try both. But if one speaks to you more than the other, or if you find that it helps you get the rhythm better, just use that one for a while, okay? All right, I'm going to play through this twice. I'm going to count some and say that bum ditty some so you guys can hear how this kind of connects to those rhythms, all right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a bum ditty, 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 bum ditty. Okay? Nice and simple. Make sure we're getting our timing really steady, right, and really even, especially when we're going in between the thumb and the index. We don't want that to get kind of too quick or too slow. We want everything nice and even. Work to be able to play this thing multiple times through. And because this thing is so simple, it can be a nice thing to kind of test your speed as well, right? Trying to go faster and faster. A big part of that speed is going to be resetting your picks and minimizing your pick motion, right? So when we're picking down with our thumb, we don't want it to come way over there. Right after we pick, we want to try to reset it right above the string. So right? So as you can see, as I'm playing, I'm kind of resetting each pick, right? And getting it into position where I need it before I need it there, and trying to keep that pick motion small. Also kind of playing more on the tips of your picks can be something else that helps with your speed. There's lots of great licks here. If you have learned the Scruggs or melodic style versions, you'll notice that we have some of the same licks here. Again, as I said in those other videos, this is to show you guys that we can combine those picking styles to create some really, really cool sounds. Now this one does have a little bit more single string licks available, and some of them have a little bit more fret hand involvement. So make sure that you use the focus features to loop, listen repeatedly, and practice repeatedly. Again here, doesn't matter what we're playing, finger preparation goes a long way. So really think hard about that, getting fingers where you need them before you need them there whenever you're practicing these licks. I put a little arrangement here together. So I've got the single string lick for measure 1, single string lick number 2 for measure 2, and then a Scruggs lick for measure 3, and then just keeping it simple on the last one. Just wanted to give you guys an example of how we can kind of mix and match these things to create something totally new. All right, here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and so we've got some nice scalar stuff right in that first single string lick, and then some cool kind of chromatic runs there in that second single string riff, and of course adding in just a little touch of Scruggs as well, kind of is always a nice touch when playing the banjo. With all these licks, make sure to pay attention to those fret hand and pick hand indicators to use the suggested fingerings. It's likely going to help you play this stuff a lot easier if you do that. All right, that is it for single string style Boil Them Cabbage Down. I hope you guys really dig this one. Play it a bunch, have a lot of fun, and we'll see you soon.